What's up, YouTube? Ryan back today with another Minor League Monday today. Today we're talking about a humongous prospect, you guys, Bobby Witt Jr. I've been waiting to make this video for so long. I've just been waiting for more proof that he's a great player, and he gave us that during spring training. So let's do this thing. Before we jump in the video, guys, if you guys like this video, please get a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. We have a month until the minor league season. May 4th is opening day. So I'm probably going to do more of these videos before then, just because there's not a ton to talk about. I'll probably do a couple of videos on players maybe to buy before the season starts. But May 4th, opening day for the minor leagues. So yeah, like and subscribe if you guys like these minor league Mondays or want me to keep doing them. Bobby Witt Jr., you guys, he's the number 7 prospect in baseball. He's 20 years old, 6'1", 200. So he actually put on a lot of weight since last year. In 2019, he was 185, so he's put on 15 pounds since then, which is really big. You could tell in spring training that he has been working in the gym. He looked bigger. He looked stronger. He just looked like he's matured, and that's important to note. Some of these guys, some players don't progress, and you can see that Bobby Witt Jr. is progressing in his size and his strength. That home run that I showed earlier, that went 484 feet, if you did not know that already. 484, 21 years old. That shouldn't be possible. All right, anyways, scouts grade Bobby Witt Jr. very well. 60 hit, 60 power, 60 run, 60 arm, 60 field, equaling a 60 overall. 60 overall is unbelievable, and just the consistency is really impressive. Like for me, in a prospect, you want consistency. You could have someone that has 80 power, but, you know, maybe he has like a 40 hit grade. Like maybe he can't make contact all the time. Bobby Witt Jr., he does not have that problem. Or maybe they can't play defense. Bobby Witt Jr. does not have that problem. He's shown in spring training that he can make some web gem plays. This dude made some diving plays. I remember last year he made a diving play at third base. This year he made a diving play at second base. He also is a great base runner. He made a really nice base running play and it ended up scoring a run on a play that you shouldn't score on just because he's such a heads-up player. So baseball IQ is a huge thing. And Bobby Witt Jr., he has a very high baseball IQ. You can just tell as you watch him play. Very impressive stuff. So let's jump into some statistics really quick. Also, Bobby Witt Jr. was the number 2 overall draft pick in 2019 behind Adley Rutschman, you guys, if you were not aware. There was a huge debate at the time whether Bobby Witt was going to go number 1 or Adley was going to go number 1, but Adley's college stats were just actually undeniable. He had to go number 1. It was just ridiculous. But Bobby Witt was in the conversation. I'm going 2 overall. Very impressive. Those players that got drafted in 2019, I think they've gotten the most screwed out of anyone when it comes to playing time because, you know, they played basically a short season and then nothing since. So you really don't have that much to go off of. And that's honestly why I haven't made this video yet. Like, I'm a big Bobby Witt fan. I love Bobby Witt. I think he's a really good prospect. But I didn't have enough evidence to make this video until spring training this year. Like, we look at his year in 2019, and it was really underwhelming. It was. For someone who was one of the highest graded high school players ever to come out of the draft, it was really underwhelming. Hit 262 with the 317 on base percentage, only a 354 slugging, and a 670 OPS. Like, really underwhelming first year. He only played 37 games, so it wasn't like a gigantic sample size, but 180 plate appearances, that's not a little amount of plate appearances by any means. And on top of that, and I think the most important thing is, he only hit 1 home run. Bobby Witt Jr., we were expecting to have a ton of power, come in maybe in 37 games, hit like 3 to 5 home runs. Like, just someone that was going to destroy rookie ball. Just destroy it. And he really didn't. Just the power numbers were really bad. Only 8 extra base hits out of 43 hits. Like, really unimpressive first year. You know, they kept him as a high prospect at the time, and they still have him as a top prospect. He was number 8 last year, and he was number 7 this year. So the hype on Bobby Witt Jr. didn't go away. Everyone knew he was still a good player. He just, you know, that first year, it sucked. He really did not play good his first year. Honestly, some really good buying opportunities before spring training. And we'll talk about that a little bit after this, whether maybe you should pick some of his stuff up, maybe you shouldn't. But before spring training, his stuff was cheap, very cheap because of that first year. But then spring training happens this year, and I think Bobby Witt Jr. showed a little bit of what we have to look forward to. He played 14 games. He only had 40 plate appearances, but he hit 289 with a 325 on base percentage, 526 slugging, which is awesome compared to that 2019 season, and an 851 OPS. So 851 OPS above average, like seeing that. But most importantly, he hit 3 home runs in just 14 games. Love seeing the in-game power, especially after 2019 only hitting 1 home run. Seeing that he hit 3 home runs in 14 games. Yes, yes, yes. Very happy with that. One of them was off Julio Urias as well for the Dodgers. One of their top pitchers, one of the best pitcher in the 2020 World Series. He hit a home run off of him. Is very impressive. Look it up. Super short swing. Very impressed with Bobby Witt Jr. this spring. He just showed really good stuff, especially for someone that hasn't really played in any games since 2019. I mean, we can be nitpicky if you want. He didn't walk very much. Struck out a decent amount, 10 times in 14 games. On-base percentage was only .325, and that's mostly because he didn't take any walks. But, you know, I was very happy. I think a lot of fans are really happy. Hype on Bobby Witt Jr. is 1,000% back, especially after he hit that ball 484 feet. This gave me enough evidence to make this video. Let's just say that. Finally, I feel comfortable making this video. All right, let's jump into his sports cards. Let's talk about whether you should buy or maybe you should sell. Let's do it. So I do have one chart really quick before we jump into just the eBay sales history. This is Bobby Witt Jr.'s Bowman Chrome Base PSA 10. And as you guys can see, the buying opportunity was massive with Bobby Witt Jr. prior to spring training. The lowest being $113 on February 6th. Spring training hits you guys, and these cards never looked back. They never looked back, peaking out at $489 on March 9th. Absolutely ridiculous. Absurd. Insane. I would never in my life buy a base Bowman Chrome card for $489 unless it was Mike Trout. So peaked out on March 10th, and they're starting to correct themselves slowly. So we'll just take that note. Now they're coming back down. They're around the $300 range. I still think it's expensive. I would love to see them come down from where they're at now, just because at that $300 price point, there's just so much expectation that he has to live up to. Like, he pretty much has to just destroy the minor leagues this year to maintain that price. I'm staying away from that card for now, hoping it continues to come down. I would be a buyer $200 and under. All right, now to just talk about some sales history here, you guys. Looks like his Bowman Chrome base is selling just around $30, which, you know, that's not the worst in the world. You can find some good deals on eBay. You really can. So $30 base, like right here, perfect example. This dude found a Mojo refractor for $25. Like, sign me up. Probably an auction that ended at like 2 a.m. Like this lot right here, 2 Bowman Chrome base plus a paper, under $50. Not the worst thing you could ever buy, especially when 2 bases are selling for $30. First edition, selling for $40. This is actually a card I need to pick up. I actually don't hate that price. I really don't. First edition cards, especially from that set, since it's the first year of the first edition. Not mad about that price. But his stuff is expensive, you guys. It is, at the end of the day. $36 there for base, $62 for a Mojo, $31 for camo. I have the Mojo at PSA. I have the camo sitting over there. And I also have the base at PSA. As you guys can see, I have this Panini Elite Extra Edition auto at a 25 sitting up here. I hit that in a break last year. But anything good I have of him is at PSA currently. But you can see under $30 here for base. Again, $28 there. And these are the prices I like more. $15 for Bowman Chrome base, $20 for Bowman Chrome base, even $25 and $25. Like, I don't hate those prices. You guys know me. With the higher end prospects, I think $20 is a solid buy point. Like the CJ Abrams, Adley Rutschmans, the Bobby Witts. Wander Franco's in a league of his own now with his prices. But those top prospects, like, I don't hate the $20 Bowman Chrome base cards. I don't. So when it comes to his refractor, you guys, he was in regular Bowman. So it's not like Bowman Draft. I've mentioned this in a couple of videos before. Regular Bowman, the refractors are numbered. So they're out of $4.99, so they're way more expensive than anything in Bowman Draft. Because the Bowman Draft ones, they're not numbered. Like the CJ Abrams, the Adleys. Anything that comes out in Bowman Draft is not numbered for the refractors, the base refractor. But since his are very expensive, especially the autographs, and seeing this makes me actually feel a little bit better because I sold my Bobby Witt refractor auto, 9.5 with a 10 auto, for $1,000. I only had like $90 into it, so I made a ton of money off of it. But after he hit that home run, like, I think it was selling for like $2,000. Like, it was ridiculous. Like $1,850 right there. The PSA 10s are ridiculous. The difference between the 9.5 with a 10 and the PSA 10 is silly. Like, that is ridiculous in my opinion. Like, to me, that's almost a buying opportunity because if you have good subgrades, like, I don't know why I wouldn't get a PSA 10. Like, that would be an easy switch over. Like, that's a decent buying opportunity, honestly, in my opinion. Like, that's just a silly difference. All right, and the last one I wanted to touch on just really quick is his Bowman Chrome Sapphire, you guys. It's a little more expensive than I'd like. 140, 130, 127. I'm a buyer around $100. If it goes under, like it used to be 90 and I didn't buy one and I regret it now. I own this one. I'll probably end up sending it to PSA eventually. So the Sapphire, it's up there. It's getting up there. The PSA 10, it sells for a ton of money. I was trying to find sales history of the PSA 10, but I just couldn't find it. It's expensive. Last time I saw it was around the $900,000 range. That 2020 Bowman Sapphire with Bobby Witt Jr., the centering is pretty bad on it, so it is difficult to find a good centered Sapphire card. So that PSA 10 definitely demands a premium. Him and Jason, those cards have gone absolutely bananas. I think the uptick in Jason's cards helped Bobby Witt initially, but his play in spring training really helped a ton to keep it consistent. But yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. Bobby Witt Jr., awesome prospect. Really excited to watch him play in the minors this year. A lot of people are mad that he didn't get brought up day one, but it's for service time reasons. I do think he would have gotten brought up if service time wasn't a thing. He's 21 now. He will be up next year. There's no possible way. I'm pretty sure the 2022 rookie class will be the best of all time. Who knows? Maybe the Royals bring him up this year. You never know. But he showed in spring training that he can play. Like, I still think he needs some professional at-bats. Like, put him down in the minors. If he excels, then yeah, bring him up later in the season. If not, wait till next year. The 2022 rookie class is going to be ridiculous. If you're looking to hold any sealed wax, 2022 is going to be the year. It's absolutely ridiculous how many of those top prospects are going to come up next year with that year missed. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching today. If you guys like this video, as always, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of Bobby Witt Jr. You think he's the real deal? You think he's not overrated? Whatever you think, let me know in the comments below. But thank you guys for watching as always, and you guys have a great rest of your day. See ya!